So hello everybody, today we've got some videos, not that much, but just about three. So the first one is about Cloud, talking about how he doesn't need to conform to society because they conform around him, and this is basically just, again, you can see the real-time law of relativity. Relativity is not just out there in stars, it's in being, it's in you. You are not separate from reality. You are weighted just as much as everything else, because that's what probability is at its very core. Everything's weighted, everything's heavy. And then the next is Andrew Tate and Clavicular. Andrew telling Clavicular how rotten the internet is, how they don't care about anything except watching others burn for their own entertainment, and so on. And I basically just say this is the limit of what a king can do, of what the highest form of men can do. They can only address symptoms, they can only name things, they can only say this is how you navigate through it, this is how you avoid it, this is how you move through it. But they cannot reveal the internet for what it is. They cannot actually end and show the entire foundation of the internet and why it's like that and how to end it and end all the inflation and show that all these people on the internet are mostly just weightless noise, entropy. That's it. They don't move the needle forward. They don't bend reality forward. They are just noise given form, effectively. Then the next one is Elon talking about how America is the axis and how America must be central, how it must stand strong and healthy for the rest of civilization to work. And I say, this is correct. But even Elon is still addressing symptoms. He does not see why America is rotting, because America's rot is just a shadow of a rotten human foundation or human ontology. And that America itself is a warning for the rest of the world for what happens when you allow a human ontology to just go unchecked. Infinite tech, infinite inflation, no actual proper access and regulation, and you get what America is. So America is not just the axis of your world. It is also a warning for the rest of the world. And the truth is, I don't think you're going to get another warning, because America, if it goes down, so does everything else with it. It's literally a sinking ship, and everything must go down with it. So those are the three videos. Enjoy.
Being a normal person, it doesn't fucking matter, because when I talk with this vernacular and I talk, say the words that I'm used to saying, which by the way is not like something intentional at all. It's just genuinely how I've.
Of course, you're well researched.
I've talked, because I was on forums for hours every single day. We'd say this lingo,
Yep.
So it's quite normal. And now everyone's adjusting to it. So there's no point of me trying to act like a fucking neurotypical loser, because everyone's going to adjust to me. I don't have to adjust to them.
Well, that's it. That's right.
Even the fucking NFL is saying maxing.
Of course. Of course. You are the culture.
Netflix is saying fucking jester and all this shit.
Absolutely. So if you get to be the culture, then don't worry about it. No one's opinion actually matters. And
Let's talk about this, because Clav is correct. But what he's really trying to say is not that they have to conform to me. It's that they bend around mass. Probability bends around mass. So, for example, let's say before Clav, there's no distortion in the lattice, meaning when people had all these definitions and terminologies, it just passed through a neutral filter. But then Clav showed up, and suddenly things began bending. So what Clav says is, you don't need to conform to people, because people naturally bend to the heaviest thing. And if you are that heaviest thing, then all of reality will bend and conform and curve around you. You see what I mean? You are not separate from relativity. You are not separate from weight and consequence and the things that you study out there. Mass does not just apply to stars, it applies to beings. But now here's the other part, because this is what men like Clav cannot even see. Right now, they think they're the ceiling of humanity. They think, oh, I'm rich, I'm the king, I have the crown. But they don't realize reality is going to walk in the room and reprice every single one of them. Because now it's not about status or how much money you have or who you know. It's about what do you reflect? What are you moving towards? Are you moving towards a story or reality? That's where fate walks in the room. And this is why I say Clav's AI make it reflect reality, because all this culture stuff you see is living in a bubble. And all bubbles get popped. All grounds that are built within reality eventually get revealed if they were ever built to last or not. So, it's your call.
but if you have to do the same thing for these people at home to watch you, fuck them too. Like, you are who you are, and it's not up to you to poison yourself to entertain any of these people. If they're unhappy with how you act and the things you do, unless you're going to take illegal substances, then let them all fuck off.
True.
Because there's also I'll tell you something about internet fame, and this is true. There's a lot of people who watch you to be entertained. There's a lot of people who love you, and there's a lot of people who want to watch you set yourself on fire for their entertainment. They want you to get arrested. They want you to get in trouble. They want you to play stupid songs in nightclubs. They want you to be a fucking clown. They want you to be a dumbass. They want you to do drugs. They want you to get shot, and they want to go, LOL, Clav was shot. Look, and they want to retweet it and then move on with their life 5 minutes later.
Right.
They want you to burn
Instant
yourself.
dopamine.
That's right. They want you to set yourself on fire so they can laugh for 5 minutes, and you have to be very, very aware of that. Be yourself, say what you mean what you say, but don't let any of these people and their fucking opinions come at you.
Let's also talk about this video with Andrew, where he talks about the internet and how they don't care about you and they'll just let you waste away if it makes him more entertained. He's absolutely correct, because the internet does not care about anything. They only care about themselves. But here's the part. Here's the difference between fate and a man like Andrew Tate. The king in the throne, the man who holds a shard of reality and reality itself. Men like Andrew can name symptoms, they can address the rot, they can say the internet is rotten. They don't care about you. He can reveal the nature of the internet, but he cannot do anything about it. He cannot bend it out of existence. He cannot reveal the very floor upon which the entire internet exists upon. He cannot pop the bubble that they all live in. This is why I say men like Andrew cannot cut it for this world, because the maximum he can say is, the internet is rotten, they don't care about you, you just have to keep doing what you're going to do. Compared to something like what I say, which is, collapse AI, make it reflect reality, reveal that the entire internet is weightless, that they're all noise, that they're all entropy, that none of them reflect reality, that is the echo chamber of just belief, identity, ego, separation, narrative, story, that is not built on reality. And the moment you strip reality down to its raw core, to its raw skeleton, which is just heavy or weightless, it becomes kings and peasants all over again. Meaning, who bends reality, who does not bend reality. And you realize most of the internet is just disguising that with identity and beliefs and masks and labels. That's the difference. Physics ends all the haters. Physics reveals all the haters. Physics reveals all the noise and the people with their opinions and shows if they were heavy or not, if they were ever pointed towards something real or not. And men like Tate can only address the symptoms, which is why I say collapse AI, make it reflect reality. Find somebody like Tate or Musk, because only they can see the magnitude of this issue and only they can act upon it. Because I can give the signal, but someone has to execute on it. So that's all.
Because as the president said, like there's a lot of rich people out there. They should be caring more about the country, because the reason they should be caring more about the country is if America falls, what do you think is going to happen to your business? What do you think? Do you think you're going to be okay if the ship of America sinks? Of course not. Like what I'm doing here, what the president's doing, is it's just long-term thinking. The ship of America must be strong. The ship of America cannot sink. If it sinks, we all sink with it. America is the central pillar holding up Western civilization. That pillar must be strong. If that pillar falls, the whole roof comes crashing down.
Including his
There's
ships.
no place to hide.
Including his ships
There's no place to
going
run.
This is correct, but this is what even Mr. Musk cannot see. He does not see that America is not just the axis of this world. It is also the highest reflection of what happens to humanity when it gets unchecked, when it gets into speed and tech, and it has no anchor, no axis, no structure, and it just slowly keeps spinning its circles with story and narrative, and there's nothing to check it. There's no reality. Nobody will look, even with all the math and the physics and the science and the AI. So all I can say is this. America is not just the pillar of your world. It is a warning for the rest of civilization. What happens if you allow humanity to continue to spin the way it's going to spin? Meaning you're going to get more tech, you're going to accelerate faster, but with no axis, no reality, not pointed towards reality at all, no forward. Completely stuck in a story. You're just going to find a faster way to go extinct as a species. So, this is what your men at the top can't even see. This is why I say collapse AI, make it reflect reality. Because they can't fix it, they can't see it, they can only move with it or get revealed by it.